Welcome, folks, to a fantastic matchup that will continue the championship legacy of the proud Pacific 12 Conference that stretches back more than a decade. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Bruins offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown. Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champions.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. The Bruins looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Play action here on first down. A deep shot to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. And the Bruins looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looks to the left, pass caught. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Using his legs, it's Thomas. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Oh, the pass rush hits home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Colorado's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Nice grab. It's Williams. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The Buffaloes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive.
And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
It's a first down here by this UCLA offense. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver to be able to get those yards and keep the sticks moving. Good job also just feeling the defense's coverage and making a quick decision to get that ball out.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Finds his man. It's Flores. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Bruins hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it again. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. The offense going with the hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. No huddle here for the offense.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. The Bruins hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. They'll try to power it in right up the middle.
Well, you lose the battle to line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
We'll see if they can get their first touchdown of the day after settling for 3 on their first drive. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught near the goal line. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He was successful on his first try. This is just a chip shot from 21 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
That is 2 consecutive runs for 1st down. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back to throw. It's Lewis. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Will step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal. It's UCLA with the lead. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Touchdown, Buffaloes. They couldn't stop him there. Now the try here for the extra point.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
UCLA 6.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the UCLA offense takes the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the Bruins will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Flores. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Bruins will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. We'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there. He can use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Offside defense.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Got a very comfortable 2nd down and 3 after that defensive penalty. Here comes the shovel pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And they pick up the first on the ground. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Lewis. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He makes the catch.
Offside. Defense.
So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
UCLA 6.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? QB decides to keep it here. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. The Bruins will crank up the tempo.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Got a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. They'll feed the back again. As the first down is still going. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. And the Bruins will line up on 1st and 10.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
Punt over the middle. It's Flores. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. The Bruins come to the line with 1st and goal. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Bruins. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Point after up and good. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Dropping back, it's Lewis. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And the Buffaloes are going to keep this drive rolling. Hands off to the left. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going to try to use his legs here. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He's running out of time here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. And now to try here for the extra point.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the UCLA offense is back out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bruins hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Love the RPO call because you give the quarterback an opportunity to hand it or take a shot. I'd recommend getting that ball out a lot quicker to give these receivers a chance to catch the ball and have room to run.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Bruins will have 1st and 10 here.
All right, here comes that up-tempo look from the offense. Sometimes it's just getting that first down that will kick them into that gear.
Oh, they can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway to one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Press coverage now from the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The Bruins will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've got it going here in the second quarter. Looking to pass, it's Lewis. With the catch, it's Welch. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has the first down and more. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
13.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. Breaks loose at the 40. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to chuck it again. Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Getting set. Here's second down. Press coverage now from these DBs. Scanning the field. It's Iamaleava. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
The Bruins looking to cash in this red zone trip. On third and short, they hand the ball off. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it'll be broken up in the end zone. That's a great play.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion, an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back for the throw for the first down. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
16.
Bringing it out, it's Miller. He'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Looking downfield, it's Lewis. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. This will likely be the last play of the half. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the right side. It's caught inside the 10. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick this deep to begin the second half.
16.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Screen to the wide receiver. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Caught behind the line. It's Welch.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Handoff from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. The Bruins will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Bruins have 1st and 10 here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense
looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, UCLA.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed in the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
UCLA, 23.
And it's fielded, returner trying to create good field position here. Breaks free. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Lewis. Not able to connect, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be 1st down there.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pocket breaking down. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And the Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Touchdown, Colorado. Great connection there for 6 points. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to sit back and watch these guys execute.
Offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the Bruins looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Scanning the field. It's Iamaliava. Receiver makes the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he make it to the marker? He's past the marker and still going. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down after that previous play.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
No gain there. This defense is beginning sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kurt.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Knocks that one right down the middle. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looking to throw. It's Lewis. A deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They'll stop it short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And so Kirk, Colorado has the lead. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Look out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. The Bruins will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. And the Bruins line up on first and 10. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The Bruins are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down, the completion moves the ball to 6. Defense getting pushed back. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Urgency here. Got to cut it this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
And he's tackled just short of the 25. Offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. They put something together in this drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass this time. A deep shot to the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the UCLA offense back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
And this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage at a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
And the UCLA offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
I like the call here by the offense coordinator. After the interception on the previous drive, you get your quarterback a nice, easy throw, something underneath. Try to get him back into rhythm. Let's see what he can do from here.
Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Looking downfield, it's Lewis. That's reeled in. It's Miller. He's in the clear. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Still no answer for this offense.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
UCLA, 33.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone and will begin the drive at the 25. And the Bruins offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, Northport on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Flores.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
It's a quarterback keeper. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense ready to start this drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Dropping back. It's Lewis. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Grinding away with the running game. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath.
Touchdown, Colorado! They are pouring it on now. Got the line to kick the extra point.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
59, UCLA, 33.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. UCLA offense is back out on the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? They begin with a quick throw to the left. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. What a catch! Now here he goes. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, UCLA.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
59.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The shotgun handoff here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
He hands it off from the gun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. That's caught. It's Flores. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Shaw. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. The Bruins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Now they run the draw play. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college